This is the G Talk Podcast, the podcast from young adults to young adults. You can find it on gtalkpodcast.com. Be sure to subscribe on the website, where you can find it on Spotify, Apple, and Podbean.
Welcome to the G Talk Podcast. Happy New Year. This is the first podcast of 2022. I am starting things off a little differently. I'm going to do the news week a couple days before I actually have the people on. Just going to give you some updates. Just be on the lookout for new things happening for the podcast this year. We're going to change things up. Definitely want to get the listeners more involved. Also, just want more interaction from the listeners, because this thing wouldn't be possible without y'all. Currently, I'm recording on January 6th. I hope all the noobs had a good Founders Day yesterday on J5. I appreciate the shout outs and the text and Instagram and Twitter notifications. But yeah, it is January 6th and it is a blizzard outside. I am actually off work today, and I'll probably off work tomorrow. So probably gonna have a nice 4-day weekend. This morning it wasn't any snow at 6:30. Around 7:30, that's when it started to come down. So it's expected to snow pretty much till 4 p.m. But the caveat is that it's not going to get above freezing until Saturday. So Jeremiah's supposed to come to town. Hopefully makes it for the podcast. But that could change. But I am expected to have Mariah and Jayla on. I might have to call Marcus for audible. But I'm gonna jump right into the news week. Andrew Cuomo, essentially he is having his charges of groping dropped by the prosecutors. That happened a few days ago. The Titans, they have beat the Dolphins last Sunday, so they have won the AFC South. By the time you hear this, they have one more game left. So if they win, then they'll have the bye week. Rest in peace to Betty White. She passed away on New Year's Eve. She was 99 years old, just a few days away from that 100th birthday. Rest in peace to Dr. Yusuf Harris. For those who don't know, he is the one who owned that building across the street from the MAPCO, from the Citgo by TSU. They had all the African apparel. During the Obama campaign, had a lot of his apparel. But yeah, he had passed away a few days ago. So rest in peace. He was Vanderbilt professor. I'm sorry. And he passed away. So condolences and prayers to his family. Want to give a shout out to happy birthday to my friend Bria. Her birthday is January 6th, and it's synonymous with the Capitol insurrection. And also want to tell my line brother Julian happy birthday. His birthday is January 7th. Since the last episode, we were talking about student loans, and ironically, the day that it dropped, the Biden administration decided to extend the student loan payments through May 1st. As of January 4th, Davidson County has voted to end emissions testing starting February 4th. So if you live in Davidson County, you don't have to get an emissions test anymore moving forward. So that's a good thing. Whataburger opened yesterday, January 5th, out in Hermitage. I believe is one of 8 locations. And I saw a tweet. Shout out to Nikki. She had tweeted it, but she lives in Hermitage. She was driving past it, and it was a line literally for miles, all for Whataburger. I never had Whataburger, but I know good and well I wouldn't wait hours for a fast food burger. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. The Titans, Dupree, he was charged with misdemeanor assault. It happened at the Walgreens in North Nashville. I actually worked right next door. Also, Elizabeth Holmes is guilty of fraud. She was a Silicon Valley CEO. She's been charged with fraud. Also, yesterday, they had found the individual who did kill young Dolph. So I believe the U.S. Marshals are currently looking for him, or I'm not sure if they are found yet. But by the time you hear this, we'll have more updates on it. But just I want to thank you again, and just be on the lookout for some updates from the G Talk podcast. And next time you hear me, it'll be the episode. So thanks for listening. All right, just a quick update. It is January 7th, and I am off again. So this is a great way to start a new year off. I have a 4-day weekend. So, tomorrow is supposed to warm back up, and the snow is supposed to be gone. But today, the high is going to be 22. Also, yesterday, according to the Nashville Weather Service, a record daily maximum snowfall was set at 6.3 inches. This breaks the old record for 4 inches in 1977. So, yeah, we broke a record yesterday. It snowed for literally all day yesterday. So, just a quick update, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Mariah and Jayla are supposed to be in town. Well, be on the pod. So I'm not sure about Jeremiah because these conditions aren't going to be favorable today. So we will see y'all tomorrow, and stay tuned.
Hey yo,
peace.
That's some.
You said it need to be what? The G Spot?
That's gonna be my spinoff pod. It's the G Spot podcast.
Weren't you supposed to do a spinoff with Cliff?
Yeah, that didn't work out.
Anyway, welcome to the G Talk podcast. This is episode 130. Happy New Year. I already did a Newsweek segment before, like I recorded 2 days ago and yesterday, but
this part 2.
Yeah, but ever since I recorded the last one, just want to start real quick. Rest in peace to Sidney Poitier. He died at age 94. He was very instrumental in the black community. He won an Oscar for the best actor in 1964.
First black man to do so.
Yes. He lived a full life, 94. Rest in peace, Sidney Poitier. But I got some guests in the building. I got some new people in. Don't be scared. To the right of me, I got Miss Jayla in the building.
What's up, y'all? Glad to be here.
So Jayla, since you're new, just give a little brief intro of yourself. Tell us where you're from and what you do.
Okay, I'm from Halls, Tennessee.
Where is Halls, for the people who don't know?
It's in West Tennessee. It's like in between Jackson and Memphis.
Okay.
And
Speak up.
currently, I am an instructor at the university.
Well, I'm sorry. We have Professor Moore in the building. I'm sorry. Shout out, Prof.
Yeah. At one of the greatest HBCUs
Prof.
in the
J.
nation.
And where is that at?
At the illustrious Tennessee State University.
All right. And to the right of her, we got Joe.
Hi, my name's Jodine. I'm from Miami, Florida.
Okay.
305.
305, Dade.
Dade County.
Dade County.
Baby.
Ooh.
Don't play with her.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie.
But,
I don't. King of Diamonds screwed us
We don't
over.
go to KOD no more. It's at the office. We had Tootsie's.
Really?
You gotta come to Miami with me.
Okay. All right.
But I'm a student at Meharry. Do I say everything?
Yeah.
I'm a first year dental student. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, so we got a future dentist amongst the ranks. So don't not forget about us when you start making 7 figures.
Would never.
You heard it here first.
She can't.
And I got my old roommate, man. I got Jerry in the building, man.
Yo, y'all know what's going on, man. It's your boy Jay in this mug, man. It's been a long time.
This man got on shades inside the house.
It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. I'm now officially a Georgia resident again. You know.
Oh yeah. Tell us the updates since you last been on, man.
So I work for the feds now. So you know what I'm saying? Got to keep a clean lifestyle. You know,
plugged in, man.
You know what I'm saying? Making that government cheap. But
yeah, just hope that they fund the government though, because you know it's been a couple of scares lately.
Yeah, they talking about shutting the government down. That means your boy don't get a paycheck. Anytime they talk about that, the nigga start sweating. Jesus, please.
And you heard her voice, but you know, we got one of my greatest guests on. We got Mariah in the building.
Hey y'all, missed you. I'm back. 2022, y'all.
Yeah, Mariah got a mojo back. And Mariah's gonna be on pretty regularly, hopefully, from our conversations.
Mariah almost didn't show up.
Mariah almost didn't show up, but she did. And you know, I'm gonna be regular. It's my going away tour, so
yeah.
we gotta close out these next 6 months of me in Nashville.
Where you going?
It's to be determined.
Okay.
I am leaving Nashville, so this is my going away tour. It's officially kicking off. So.
Man, she going to Murphy.
Well, I mean, but worst case,
talking about leaving Nashville.
but worst case
I'm
though,
gonna be out of Tennessee.
if you can't find nowhere to stay, just go ahead and stay here, because you know you got friends.
Oh,
here.
that's not the issue. But if y'all know any assistant principal gigs anywhere,
I mean,
you know,
look,
hit a girl up.
I can make that happen.
AP.
Just let me
Hit a
know.
girl up, because right now California is the front runner. So
North
Keeping
or
that-
south?
Or I'm about to say, because you got to factor in
North
that
Cali.
cost of living adjustment.
I know, I ain't worried. I'm gonna be making them big money. Y'all
Okay.
already know.
All right.
Get ready.
All right. Just a couple things. Let me ask y'all this: do y'all eat Taco Bell in 2022?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
So I've been seeing on Twitter about these goddamn wings from Taco Bell. I mean, come on now, like, how does that even sound? Wings from Taco Bell. That sounds
Taco Bell is owned by the KFC franchise, right? So
Yes.
I mean, in theory, I guess they just use the Colonel's recipe.
So I tried the wings from Checkers, and they're not bad. And
really.
you know,
Wait, Checkers got wings?
Yeah, they got wings.
I heard Crystal wings are good.
I don't know about Crystals, but I tried Checkers.
Speaking of like chicken or whatever, it was a headline I saw like a month or a couple weeks ago that Arby's bought Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's old.
That's old?
It's old. They've owned Buffalo Wild Wings for a few years now.
Well, how come?
I don't know why people.
Yeah, like I just saw that
recirculating,
headline
old
like a couple weeks ago.
articles. But yeah, Arby's got, someone asked like, where did Arby's getting his money from?
And Arby's has been a conversation on this pod before.
Yes.
And I just like
times.
still don't understand. I just don't. Who is going to Arby's?
People
I
are
mean,
going
so
to Arby's.
clearly,
Ooh.
so when I really brought that up, it's a whole population that supports Arby's.
Wait, who out of here has ate from Arby's?
Hey, that don't
I
matter.
only had it once for the podcast purpose, like actually bit into a sandwich on the pod.
Arby's bought Buffalo Wild Wings in 2018.
I've never
Oh damn!
had
Yeah, that was
Arby's.
4 years ago.
Never.
I had Arby's
only have roast
in
beef.
elementary school, because there was like an
Arby's
Arby's right
reminds me
outside
of,
my elementary school, so I'd gone. But I have not been since elementary school.
Arby's reminds me of like Mattress Firm.
think it's money laundering.
Like they're open, but there's nobody there. But
There's one on every.
like you know what I'm saying, like you always see
There's
like a
one on
Mattress
every
Firm,
exit.
but there's nobody there, and you're like, wow. But apparently Arby's is jumping, and I actually got attacked when I slandered Arby's, and people came out of the woodwork saying Arby's is fine. So
And you ate a sandwich on the pod.
You did. You did some ASMR shit on this pod.
I did.
Or actually, it's
It was
mukbang.
decent.
Is it mukbang?
Is it not ASMR?
Both.
It's both.
It's, okay.
You ever watch mukbang videos?
No. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what that is.
Mukbang video because it wasn't a video, it's a podcast.
Okay, true.
So it is just
Alright.
it's just the sound.
So mukbangs, it's like people sit there and eat on like their
naked?
YouTube vlog.
Are they naked?
No, it's not like fucking porn.
What, like that's what I thought that like we were
No,
getting at, because like
it's on,
ASMR,
like,
like people are
YouTube.
getting off on that shit.
People will go to like
Wait, really?
try new stuff.
Yeah.
People get off on ASMR?
Yeah,
I thought ASMR just makes people want to eat. Like, you know, people that like.
Speaking to the mic.
I think people can get off on anything. First, like I think that like
Yeah, people
like their
Yeah,
kinks,
everybody
their
got
kinks
fetishes
are
on it.
wide
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
varied. Good for them.
What's
Yeah.
some of y'all
I love that for
fetishes?
them.
I'm not sharing that on the pod. I'm not sharing my kinks on the pod.
Boo. Mojo. Come on, it's 2022.
Look, that don't mean nah. If you want to know my kinks, you gotta explore me, baby.
Oh, so matter of fact.
Talk to him.
Okay, so matter of fact, hold up.
Right.
Actually, while we're here, me and Mariah had a conversation yesterday. So, what do y'all think close friends is for? Just
On
Like-
Instagram?
yeah.
I'm gonna be
The stuff
Go ahead,
I
go
can't
ahead.
show
Great
to
question.
my
Go ahead.
coworkers.
Go
That's
ahead.
a great
Okay,
question.
yes. Well, yeah. How do y'all use close friends versus what y'all put on your story for everybody?
One, okay. I see why people have Finstas, number one. Because close friends and the my story, those it's real close. So you can slip up and post on your real page
Absolutely.
on the close
I
friends guy. Because I did that the other day. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Also, this
So-
just let me know that I'm not in your close friends. But continue.
Or people didn't even know I don't have
Right.
close friends.
Yeah,
lying.
You just fucked
You know who
up.
do though? You know who do got close friends? That nigga Terry.
He put.
But anyway, all right. Anyway,
I think
but,
Terry just posted. I think
Yeah.
everybody in his close friends. Maybe not though. So I don't know.
Nah.
Maybe not.
Everybody
All
not.
right, so
Trust me.
All right, I'm talking to them.
Anyway, but how do y'all use close friends?
Okay, so I'm very private, and on Instagram I don't post a lot on my story. So wait. Even on my close friends, I don't post like it's not like me popping. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
It's not like me popping pussy or nothing
Hey,
like that.
yo!
It's just like when I'm on vacation, it's what we really be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing like
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not having sex on close
Do
friends.
you like show like his hand on your hand on close friends? Like,
I don't even have his, so there's no hand.
So her.
No, there's no her. Y'all, we made this joke. Me and Jayla and I, we say that we're girlfriends, but we're not girlfriends for real. And they really like, going.
But
with
you know, women are allowed that luxury.
it. To say, oh, girlfriends.
Yeah, like y'all can compliment each other. Y'all can
But we
be
don't really
close
like
with each other
for real. Some people
and,
do.
and nobody will bat an eye.
Yeah, you're right. It's but you guys can have sex with multiple women and you get a pat on the back. If we
Which
have
is-
sex with multiple men, we get shamed.
Which is-
we get shamed too.
Which is why I say, it kind of balances out.
because you're still doing it.
Who?
Get the
Yeah, but
crickets. Put the crickets.
Yeah, but every man doesn't do that though.
All right.
Okay.
The purpose of close friends is for the people,
Yeah.
the like 3 or 4 people that you feel
3 or 4.
You know.
I got more than 3 or 4
I'm
No,
not,
I'm-
close
I'm
friends.
not
I
on your
was
close
like,
friends, Jeremiah.
You do what you do. 3
I'm
or
not
4
on your
people that
close
you feel
friends,
like
Jeremiah.
can see a part of your life that ain't for everybody. So what I post on there is for those select.
So here,
I would
hold
like
up.
to
So
be added
yeah.
to your close friends when I get
I don't be posting. Mine is
It don't-
real
it
PG.
don't matter.
Like
I
I
really
post
wanna
like
be PG
people I
on
got
there
crushes
with you.
on.
Right. So
I'd be
like,
hey.
here was the thing. So I had like posted something on my close friends. Garrison was on my close friends. And and Garrison like said something. So Garrison responded to it and was like, "Oh, you must like nobody who you mess with must be in your close friends."
Well, no. I said your close friends don't be hitting.
Okay, how is that different than what I just said?
It was very different.
That they don't like. Do you mean that they ain't be hitting me, or they just like? What you mean? Because I took it as like I ain't fucking none of my close friends, which is true.
Well,
Or
hold on. Well, let me go to it. I said
He got
well, no, I think like I just misinterpreted it. I took it as like I just am not fucking any.
I
of my
just
close
said
friends.
your close friends don't be
Oh
hitting.
yeah, they're not getting on
because all right. So the reason why I asked because Mariah like she had screenshotted a tweet and just put on her close friends.
Sure, and it was
So-
right.
I just said your close friends don't be hitting.
No, but it was like a tweet. Okay, it was like just a tweet that like was more about a part of my life that I don't be sharing with a lot of people.
That's something I do too. Like,
me too.
that's
Close
Thank
friends.
you. Right, like it was just like a tweet that was related to a part of my life that I don't share for everybody. But the conversation that Garrison and I had after that was in relation to a like something I posted to my story for everybody like 2 days prior, which was like a thirst trap. And I was like, nah, everyone deserves to see me sexy. And like, why would I just reserve that for my close friends?
agreed.
So then I said that.
Thank you.
So I said that that's backwards.
No.
But you know what it is? I'm gonna see Mariah.
I'm gonna do her like that.
You know, there's a lot of people that are judgmental. You post something like hurt hoey, and they'll be like, "Oh, this bitch is hurt. Oh, this bitch look what this bitch going through." It ain't even like that.
I'm just sexy in real life. I'm just sexy.
No, it's not. I'm talking about the tweet that she will post on her close friends, like compared to her thirst trap. Yeah, she want to see everybody should see her sexy.
Thank you.
But like, not everyone should know like what she's going through or what she's thinking. That's more personal.
Whoa,
you know what I'm saying?
whoa,
like,
man. You got too much dip on your chip.
no.
I think it's a.
Well, okay.
I think it's like a group chat for your Instagram friends.
But you know what
Low
though?
key,
But
low
you know what
key.
though? But you know what though? Honestly, close friends today is synonymous with being explicit, in a sense. People expect your close friends to be a little more out of pocket
I agree.
than your typical
post.
Yeah,
Yeah, because if I get on your close friends and you post some shit like something that you could have just posted on your regular story, I'm like,
But like, you don't know why like people don't post shit to their regular story. So like, if I'm gonna post a screenshot of a tweet, there are like
no, this might be a deeper meaning to it, or somebody you're trying to avoid to
right, like
see it.
there are like definitively where I'm like, ooh, there are too many people that I would need to hide this story from that it's not worth it to me. So I would rather just like post it to my close friends instead of like have to go through, because like
That's
I
what's
have
up,
definitely posted shit to
I love that for you.
everybody and hidden like my story from like 2 people. I would do that. There are people who I'm like, no, we're just gonna hide this and let's hope nobody it never gets back to them that I posted this.
Mariah, that's my thing too. Like, I'm not saying whatever is in my close friends is like super significant, but also anybody can search your page. So in that instance, it's like what I wouldn't want everybody to see would go on close friends. You have to be a little more intentional about that too.
Yeah, I mean, look, I
We work in education.
Right. I have bosses
understand.
that are like I'm friends with on Instagram. I have
I
like
understand.
former professors at Vandy that are like on Instagram that follow me. I just don't need them seeing all of it. Now they still can see me sexy because again, like they see me in person, so that's fine.
which is
Period.
my rebuttal, because I'm like, wait, so you rather see them with the
But they don't need to like the more vulnerable parts. Like they can see like just what I'm looking
it's
like
about
in the
vulnerability.
world.
Yeah, I'm not. You can see me sexy. You might see that any day.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
that's not a hidden. You might bump into me out to eat, and that's what you're gonna get. So it's not like that's a hidden thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The picture
I
that
get
I
it.
You can see
Yeah.
me on my way out.
I get it.
On fine dining, and you might be like, okay, Jayla, you look
Yeah.
different from how you look at work. I do, but
goggles.
in the in the instance that something else, I'm not gonna be pouring my heart out at work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or at
Yeah.
school.
the
So-
picture I posted 2 days ago was an outfit I wore to dinner with a friend. Like
Period.
people I did not know saw me in that outfit.
You should show them the picture.
Absolutely, I will. When we get
Yes.
a break, absolutely, because I look good as fuck in that picture. Absolutely.
Period,
Or fine
period.
as hell, as we have discussed several times.
Fine as hell. There we
Fine
go.
as hell.
Okay.
Also, just in more recent news, I've been I've been seeing Elmo on my timeline lately. Elmo versus Rocco. I've seen a tweet. It started from 1999 when it was first introduced, and I like, honestly, it's hilarious just being a adult now, watching things that you watched as a kid become something funny today. And Elmo is fed up with Rocco. I mean, Elmo doesn't believe this person is even real, and it's just hilarious. And like the comments are hilarious. But just to give you a quick update, the snow has melted. You're gonna hear on the previous segments that I was reporting that I had a 4-day weekend, and honestly, I'm not complaining. This is a great way to start 2022. There's actually the second snow in Nashville this year. It snowed on January 2nd, but it was kind of light. But this most recent snow actually broke the record for the inches. It was 6.3, and the last time that happened was 1977 with 4 inches. So
4 inches. Wow.
yeah, 4. But last year, even with Valentine's Day, hell, it snowed Valentine's Day, and then we were out for a week. So I'm kind of afraid of what February holds, because we just never know. And tomorrow, I got a weather alert for flash flood warnings.
Yeah, I got that too. That's why. That's why I
Here.
went ahead and took off.
But it's also supposed to, like, we're gonna be like in the teens overnight, so all that shit's gonna freeze.
For real?
So yeah, so like that's so that like so like there's a
didn't see that
possibility.
part.
Me either.
What, that we're in the teens
Yeah.
for the night? Yeah,
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 nah, I
we
think that's
are.
changed. You got to update. You need to update your.
No,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
16
So
degrees. It is 15 degrees tonight. What the fuck you mean?
Wait,
No,
tonight?
it's not tonight.
No. That was last night.
morning.
Okay,
so tomorrow
It's gonna be
is gonna be
40s.
heavy rain. It's gonna be like a lot of
Okay.
rain to where it's like
Okay.
flash
Oh,
flood.
it's 28, but
God
right,
damn.
so it's so anyway, so it is
Not the
in.
teens.
Okay, so I was wrong. It's not the teens. It's still below freezing.
oh yeah, no, that's valid.
So like all that shit could freeze.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that don't happen, boy. 'Cause I got moves to make.
yeah.
I do not want to be inside.
But we'll be right back with a story from Jayla, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So Jayla came by my branch last week, hussing and fussing, acting like one of those
customers.
Yeah.
cousins. I'm like, oh hell.
Cap.
So I don't know why she went to my other coworker. I mean, she should have waited on me, but anyway, yeah,
She Herbo work there.
Yeah, I seen him, but he was taking too long. I had stuff to do.
Well, first of all, she came in, then she left, and then came
I
back.
had to go find my ID. I could tell you were going to be a while. This man didn't know me.
I
So,
wasn't there for a while.
yeah. When I came back in and saw the other guy, you were still talking.
But anywho, yeah, Jayla got a story, so this might resonate with y'all, and just be on the lookout, because scammers out there.
So, basically,
Speak
I
up.
have this homegirl that's in dental school. Not Jodine. She, the other one.
Let her exonerate her for the record.
Okay. Not Jodine, but the other one. She has a guy friend that is actually a general manager at Marriott.
Okay, Mariah.
So
Okay.
he books. He says that
Red flag.
he has a.
Allegedly.
He says that he has a booking business, a travel booking business. However, I've come to the conclusion that he does not.
Whoa, now. You got too much dip on
He
your chip.
uses his so I pay him to book me, to go ahead and find us some nice to book me a hotel room and like find me nice accommodations and stuff in the area. He will book them, all this stuff, right? And so
Sounds great.
he did the first time he did for me probably like 2 months back. He's booked for me, so this is not something that's new. Like he's done
Yeah.
it before.
Everything
but
went smooth.
Everything went smooth.
How'd you pay him?
I paid him Apple Pay. Yeah,
Apple Pay.
Apple Pay.
So like, okay.
Okay.
So listeners, keep that in mind.
So I paid him
Apple
Apple Pay. He booked everything, and this is before I knew he was a general manager at Marriott. But doesn't make me a difference. I still saved 50% on the hotel, so I ain't really tripping.
How much you pay him? Just for like perspective.
So let's say the last thing that I booked with him was the W Nashville,
Okay.
and at that time the hotels was like for something not including tax, so probably like 500 something. I pay him 200.
Is that a night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a king high floor, something like that.
Okay.
But anyway,
Bourbon steak.
pushing it. Jeff Ruby's, the Ruby room, the Burgundy room. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Yep. Anyway, so I, use his services again. I'm like, hey, for New Year's, I'm gonna go out of town. I like you to, he's like, oh, cool, whatever you need. And my little cousin was gonna come here. I'm like, also, could you book her something for Nashville? You know, I pay for it. So I sent him the money for both, which was like around $900, right? Because that saved me over $1,000. And so I went ahead and booked with him. Turns out, you know, he had texted me like the day before New Year's. He's like, oh, I told him I wasn't going because I had caught COVID. And even though I was going to be over COVID by the time
that sound effect, like
even though I was going to be over COVID by the time the New Year came, it was just happening too soon, and I couldn't shop and do all the things I need to do to get prepared to go out of town. So I just canceled the trip. He was like, no problem, have your money back, blah, blah, blah. But my cousin was still coming here. And so, long story short, he asked me the day before New Year's, oh, how much do I owe you again for your trip? And I said, just, you know, about $610, you know, just in there.
Some light.
And
Right,
then
right.
he
$10
like, okay, no problem.
around there.
New Year's Eve, he was posting that morning like he tipped his haircut person $100. And after that, guys, he posts all the time. He posts all the time, right?
Wait. You said tip him $100?
I think about $200
I'm about to get into hair.
Wait, for a haircut?
for a haircut.
Nigga, please.
And he wasn't even
And I'm be back
crispy.
next week?
He wasn't even crispy. Hairline pushed back.
Whoa.
Giving me
You got
Brian
too much dip on
vibes.
your chip? Hey, yo.
I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into the bulk. So he he stopped posting, and that's not like him. He gets wild on the story and on the Insta story. And for a minute I thought he blocked me. But no, he didn't block me. He hadn't posted. So I was reaching out to him like, hey, where my money? You know, still reimbursed. And then my cousin come into town, so she come to the airport. She went to the hotel and her name was not on the booking. Okay.
Yeah, it was Ling.
No, it wasn't even under his name. So I come to the conclusion that what he was really doing is he booked the name under his stuff, because by that time he's booked for so many people. These rooms are free, right? It's the end of the year. He got so many rewards points.
Yeah.
They're free because he advertises this quote unquote business that he really doesn't have. He's just a general. I found out, I Googled him, and I found out that he was a general manager at a Marriott hotel. That's how I found out about him, because he wasn't responding to my messages, and I was wondering about my $600. So, yeah. And then I called his job because I said, no way. Yeah, I called his job. He owed me $900. I was calling the job before I made the drive. Job. So I called his job, and they said, oh, as of earlier this week, he's no longer with us.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
So I came to the conclusion that they caught up to his scheme, looking for everybody, and they fired him. And I know that that one guy that he was accepting money from was changing his money to Bitcoin. So he's transferred a lot of that money to Bitcoin. And no telling, I mean, he had already booked people. Like, I seen him post on his story that he had booked somebody for March. They were going to, I think, maybe Tulum or Cabo, somewhere in Mexico. But they were going on a resort, and he had booked them already, you know, and he asked his little fee, and his fee was still cheaper than 30% or 50% but still off, so you don't really care, you know. But at that point, I knew it was tricky. So I'm calling. I said, okay. It turns out he's missing, as he should be, because he's right there in Arkansas, you know, West Memphis, and they probably have done something bad to him, because it's no telling how many people he's owing money to at this point, if they done like me. But he really wasn't smart, because he's burnt up his Cash App, he's burnt up his Apple Pay, so he had to start accepting pay from MoneyGram. He has his address on MoneyGram, so I had his address. So I called the apartment complex. I mean,
Jayla
Right.
is the best.
I
That's
telling
why,
you.
hey, that's why
hold on.
dudes never get away with cheating.
Oh, wait. So Jeremiah, you said you work for the feds? I think you work for the feds.
Nah,
Right.
like, she
A lot of
She
people
work for the
tell me
feds.
that I should have been
Personal
a
private
lawyer,
investigator.
Man, she
Yes.
worked for the
if you want to know
Tennessee
anything, give me
Bureau of
5
Investigation.
minutes. 5 minutes and
She worked for the
Instagram
TBI.
will find it out. But yeah, so I called his apartment complex. I said he stays in this apartment number because it's on his MoneyGram.
Oh shit.
He stays right here in this apartment number. Anybody heard? No. Somebody reported him missing, so he must be on the run. But I don't know what he is. But I need my funds back. I hope that man is okay. But then again, I hope he's not. With my money, you know. All right, and that's the end of that.
So
What's up, Joanne? Where's your
yeah. So did you?
So currently
So I went
it
to the
is
bank.
it is pending. You know,
I had to go dispute it because he scammed me.
it takes 7 to 10
I
business
bought a
days.
service through his business, and he did not render those services. So I went.
What's
to
his business name? Because we can search it on like the
Well, you know, I already did that.
Okay. Is it like a registered business?
What's the business name?
No,
It's not.
It was all cap.
So
So he was really using. That's how I come to the conclusion that he was using his Marriott discount to book all this. And by that time, Marriott Bonvoy points gives you free rooms at the. You know, when you book, maybe book 2, 3,
Right.
you get 3 free. He's booked thousands. So he probably got a year full of free rooms, you know? So at this time, all the money that you were sending, it didn't matter that it was 50% off because he was profiting at 50%. That's better than 0%. He's booking at leisure, you know, under his account. So
long story short, folks, if you're going to do this, you have to ask clarifying questions.
I did. I asked him previously, and my friend that's in dental school, I'm not going to put out her name.
Would you book through a scammer? All right, so this leads
Don't ask me.
All right,
I
so
plead
look,
fifth.
Here we go.
this reminds me of a story. Where you remember I used to have a flight plug.
You said what?
You remember I used to have a flight plug.
Oh yeah,
Give me
yeah.
discounts on flights.
Also, you had like a wallet plug too.
I got a lot of plugs. I got a shoe plug.
Hey, yo!
But so I had a dude that, you know what I'm saying, you shoot him the cash for or I'll say, hey, this destination, this flight, this time, what's the price? And normally it's like 50, whatever he comes up with. So I probably book like 2 or 3 flights with him. It always gets dicey when you like bring a friend in on it.
Because really the whole scam is based off one person.
Yeah. So I told my friend, I was like, yo, I got a flight plug. Like, you know, I've been booking flights. I've been moving around the country for like $100 for every flight. Like, I was like, I can put you on. I was like, just text my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ask your boy first? Like,
This doesn't. Are you trying to get paid?
no, but like, I mean, like, you got to give like, for people who smoke weed, I don't, never have.
Really? You never smoke weed? So no, of course not. No, of course not.
Why you said it like that?
No, of course you
I'm in
haven't.
education. I've
Yeah,
never
of
done
course,
any drugs.
duh.
Of course not.
I don't know why
Thank
we
you.
asked that.
I have-
I'm so
thank
silly.
you.
It's the shots that got to me.
Right, which is
Yes.
a legal drug that we can do.
Yes.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Depends on what state you're in.
You're right. You're right. And there may be a reason why Denver and Chicago are my top 2 choices, and why California is also in the running. They all have something in common.
You should go like the Denver soccer visit.
Arizona.
Absolutely, I don't want to move to Arizona anyway. But like, I feel so like my friends who have had weed like connects always are like, hey, is it cool if I like they like talk to their weed plug before, like they talk to their dealer before.
Okay, but it's
They're
up
like,
to
is
you
it cool?
it's up to you to accept the transaction.
Right, but like before you give like the number, like you gotta like ask them, be like, hey, is it cool? Because
Alright,
like
so
they're running the risk. So like my question is like,
I said, hey, this dude number, hit him up, see if he can get you a flight. So
so you didn't warn your flight
Whatever.
plug. Okay,
No.
I'm just asking.
I don't know.
Well, actually,
I don't know
so,
this man.
So
Like,
actually,
I mean,
wait.
right, but like-
So there's that's also something that we need to talk about. You gotta let people know who you let people know.
Right, like
Of.
exactly.
So like
I
I'm like,
agree.
hey,
I
is
agree.
it right? Like so you gotta be like, hey, is it cool if I
Just
like?
so that it's like full transparency.
fast forward. My line brother hit him up. Got the deal. Whatever. He got him and his wife a flight to wherever. But he tried to he thought it was like a legitimate transaction. So so he called. So he paid for the flight or whoopty whoop. And him being him, he needed to change the flight to a later time. So he calls fucking
whatever
airline it was, and it was like, hey, I need to change my flight from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And they're like, what's your name? And he's like, my name is whatever. And he's like, we have no record of your fucking flight. So he hitting the dude up,
you got
like,
too much dip on your chip.
They say they ain't got no record of my flight. What's going on? He was like, this the confirmation number. Like, everything's good. What's the problem?
You talking about some they? Who's they? Who's they said?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
He was like, I was just trying to change my flight time. He was like, you did the transaction through me.
Yeah.
You need to hit me up.
I'm the they.
Right, like
I'm the airline.
Yeah. No, because like that
point.
no, for real though, because that can cause a lot of confusion when the person who you hooked up with trying to make changes. You like, yo, like wait, like no, you are not me. like be clear, you are not me. So
that ended up becoming the whole thing. And
so long story short, if you're gonna scam, it has to be straightforward, because any nuance, the jig is up. To be honest, like the jig is up. And me working for a financial institution, yes, I do work for the institution, and people don't like me.
He work for the government, y'all.
Well, no,
he worked for the man.
No.
The man.
He worked for the man. I work for the.
Right.
You work for
I work for a Joe
Jeremiah.
Biden.
It's two of them in here.
So look,
It's two of them.
So look, guess what? Jeremiah walks into the building and sees Joe Biden's face on the wall.
Every day.
I don't. But I work for the institution to where if you do scam, it makes my hard job. It like makes my job harder. So I get pissed off at people who do try to like use the system. You know, it is what it is. Because
Me too.
be on the straight and narrow, please.
I feel like the
Because-
longer you work any place, you'll know how to finesse the system.
But the thing is, though, if you're gonna finesse, make it worth it. Don't make it worth it for like a few $100s. Like
Get millions.
less.
Get a mill.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna pull a white collar crime, let it be for a couple 6 figures, a couple million. You know, like do that. But like don't.
Have big goals in your scam.
Yeah,
Mill.
come on.
Get a mill, because you can.
Exactly.
You can.
But Jayla, real quick, pass the mic, Jayla. Tell us about your med school journey and what all it entails, and we'll take a break.
Okay, so I am aspiring to be.
You said you are a doctor already?
No, I wish.
Basically. Period.
Okay, yeah.
Dr. Moore, right?
We're going to speak that in your life,
We gonna
queen.
speak
Go ahead,
that.
speak
I
it,
feel
speak it.
Dr. Moore.
You heard it first on the G Talk podcast. Go ahead.
Dr. Moore. My
You owe me your first check.
It's tricky.
talk
Hey,
about
yo.
scamming shit. Like
Right, the banker is skimming me.
Girl,
but
the bank is
anyway,
here for a reason.
I am currently, applying to medical school. It's been a definite journey.
Tell us where you were earlier today.
I was at the library. So
Doing what?
taking a practice test.
You said
So-
each weekend, right?
Every Saturday. It's
So-
8 hours.
So tell us about that.
It's just honestly a combination of a lot of subjects. Is biology, chemistry, biochemistry, sociology, physics, psychology, and critical analysis.
And this is to
reasoning.
get into med school, right?
Right, and it's
Okay,
an 8-hour test.
Okay, so
But
mind you were doing this every Saturday just to get into
just to practice.
to practice.
To build up
Come on now.
endurance.
Come on.
Because throughout the week, I do a lot of content and a lot of practice questions. So even now, I'm looking at material because I feel guilty.
As a matter of
when
fact,
I'm not doing
she's
it.
actually studying right now on the podcast.
But so basically, I take a practice test like I would do on Saturday. I get up probably like 6, but this morning I woke up at 2:30. I don't know what was going on. I didn't
AM?
go to bed till like 9. Yeah, I don't know why I woke up at 2:30, but I was up. So I started looking over stuff around 5, 4. And then the library doesn't open till 7 a.m. So I can't start the test till 7 a.m. So then I just take a practice test. You get 2 optional 10-minute breaks. And your breaks begin as soon as your timer ends. For the first section, it's 4 sections on the test. The first section is physics and chemistry. So that has a lot of chemistry, a lot of physics, and some biology, probably like biochemistry in it. And then the next, and you get an optional 10-minute break there. But your 10 minutes starts as soon as your timer runs out for that section. And so most of the questions are passage-based. So not only are you having to study for information, like what do you know? What can I say in my implicit and explicit knowledge? Like force is this. Force equals mass times acceleration. You're also having to read a 6-paragraph passage and imply what they say in the passage plus what you already know, plus your implicit knowledge to make your explicit, to actually think and make it make sense within like 30 seconds, because you have to count in the time. You get about 10 minutes for each passage. You get about, maybe on a good passage, you might get 4 or 5 paragraphs, and then you have like maybe 7 questions. So you have probably like, I try to say a minute a question after you get done reading. So after that, you're trying to interpret what you read and then incorporate that to the knowledge that you're supposed to know. And they can ask you anything regarding physics, biochemistry, biology, chemistry, organic chemistry, and also psychology and sociology. And
how much does like prerequisites come into play for getting in? Like, all right, so I went to undergrad, I majored in biology. I think most, or a lot of people that do like pre-med do like biology tracks. So how much does that go into, let's say like, all right, I graduated undergrad with a 3.0, or I graduated with a 4.0, or I graduated with a 2.5 or whatever. Does that play into what? Because okay. I mean, I know the answer, but
okay. So most schools look at everything from a holistic view, and so your science GPA is really, really important. So you have to have certain prerequisites for certain schools, but a lot of them you have to have biology 1 and 2, chemistry 1 and 2, biochemistry 1.
So are you presenting?
You have to have humanities,
like a packet, basically.
Yeah, so you apply to one general system, and then that system you get to pick schools that you want to send your general application to.
Which includes what your
and from
talk about the
AMCAS. So the application requires you to have just all your demographic information, and then you write a personal statement stating why you want to become a doctor. And then you also have letters of recommendation, which you have to have from at least 2 science professors within your course. And personal statements, it's a holistic view. So they look at everything, but without the MCAT, it's basically shot to shit.
Yeah.
But it's weighed very heavily, and so is your science GPA, and so is your letters of recommendation. Like everything has a space, and you have to check off all these boxes. Like for example, I can say for one school, I know Meharry had over 9,000 applicants last year. The class size is maybe like 110, 115 at most. Subtracting the people that are remediating from the M1 class that have to repeat that year. So let's say 15 people remediate. So that's 100 seats. Okay. They have a program called Masters of Health Science, which is supposed to be a segue into the med school or dental school, whichever is your choice. And it was 100 people in that program.
Yeah.
They got 100 seats. So if those 100 people meet the contract, then that's the 100 seats filled. But in the event that they don't, then that is not 100 seat filled, and then that's regular applicant pool. But then they're pulling from those 9,000. So it's a very serious game. So I've been trying to.
What advice would you give to someone? Let's say I'm a high school student. I want to be a doctor.
Well, no. A graduate student. As far as like from like undergraduate university.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's more relatable.
Yeah, it definitely is because I'm very non-traditional. I can be transparent. As I said, now I've kind of been in a gap year now. But I did 5 years of undergrad, and then I took a gap year, and then I did 2 years of grad school at one institution. Then I went to a medical school and done 1 year grad school there, and then I took another gap year. So what I can honestly say is, first and foremost, that MCAT. I check every box.
The MCAT is serious, right?
Except that MCAT.
So
and
for those listening, that goddamn MCAT is serious. So don't fucking play around with it. Like, look, you can't turn up on a weekend and then expect to like study hard for the MCAT. Like you gotta like go in for the MCAT.
That's the number one priority. Like I do MCAT first and then everything else after. That's the balance after. And
I just know some people who tried to do the MCAT and like tried to like balance the shit and they wasn't focused.
Yeah, I can say I can be very transparent. I went to MTSU, and so in my graduating class, I remember freshman year, it was so many of us in biology 1 and chemistry 1. And then by the time I was graduating, I know it was 3 of us, 3 African Americans that stayed the course of like pre-med, not even getting able to go to med school or taking the MCAT.
How many started?
Very rigorous. I mean, our university class was at least 200 people. I don't know how many of them were African American, but it was a few.
Now Jayla's kind of humble, but I feel like she's very intelligent, you know. So like, yeah, she's definitely like one of the, because me and her was in classes together.
She's the talented 10th.
Okay,
Jayla's that girl. Don't get it twisted.
No,
yeah, like you might see her out every blue moon or something like that. But she is like one of the smartest people I've ever met.
But like Joe is amongst those as well. I mean, she about to be another black dentist.
School, period. Don't play with that.
And you know,
all that is. You know, I have so much respect for medical students that like, because I know the grind that it takes to go, you know what I'm saying, to school past people got like masters and PhDs
masters
and still go to like medical school, and it's still a grind. And you know, you got residency. Right. Even before residency, you got to do all X, Y, and Z. You got to do all your coursework, and then the residency, you literally in the hospital for like 12 hours a day.
Exactly.
And then you still trying to live your life and do X, Y, and Z.
Jayla over here looking at organic chemistry. Like that's
like Jayla is literally like studying right now.
I look at my notes back in grad school, and even when I was in my PhD program, I look back on the notes and I'll be like, I don't miss none of this shit.
So it's a saturated fat. So this is solid at room temperature, and then you have unsaturated, which has a double bond, which is liquid at room temperature.
You know what I'm saying?
But goddamn,
it's no joke.
Matter of fact,
it's no joke.
I'm gonna give this time to shout out to my nigga Jared. I think he's like in his 4th year of like dental school. But Jared's about to finish.
Nah, he done, ain't it?
Yeah.
He about done.
He about done.
Yeah. But real talk though, like shout out to Jared. Real talk.
Vontae.
Shout out to Jared. Shout out to Amber.
Yes.
Shout out my boy Vontae, Eastside.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying,
Yes.
partner.
Yes.
Everybody.
Shout out, never mind, we ain't got it.
Yeah. So we gonna keep it that way. Jared.
Shout out to anybody that's a black doctor.
Period. Doctor. Well,
shout out to the goddamn Mahari, because Mahari produced like what most of the black doctors.
I just want to give a quick fact.
In the United States.
It's about under like approximately 50% of the black dentists.
Are from Mahari.
Are from Mahari.
So, all right, Jayla about to pull up some facts for us. Like she over here, like typing on her iPad Pro.
My doctor in Atlanta
is from here, right?
Wow.
Yeah. I actually have a black dentist. Shout out to Dr. Valerie Williams.
She's from Mahari?
I'm not sure, but she's black.
But shout out to her though.
Right. But like she has her own practice. She out off Brick Church Pike, and you know, she's my customer and I'm her customer. So shout out to all the black professionals out there who are doing anything. Shout out to Dr. Kim Smiley as well. She's a dentist.
We need to have. You know what confuses me?
Wait, hold up. Her last name is Smiley.
I'm telling you, like she's literally.
I know, but she's a dentist.
Exactly. She like, think about it. Her name is Dr. Kim Smiley.
That is,
and she's she's a doctor of
yes, that is your career path.
Dental surgery. So it's like, come on now, like Dr. Smiley.
That's like, I have a friend who's like her gynecologist. His name is his last name is Gurley. His Dr. Gurley, and he's a gynecologist.
Dr. Gurley, okay.
Gurley. Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna say Dr.
I just want to have a quick intermission and talk about the Flexner report. So,
hold on. Okay.
This guy named Abraham Flexner, he was an educator and a reformer. He basically, this report examined medical education and suggested reform within medical colleges, all of them, American medical colleges. And in that report, a lot of schools he suggested them to close. So a lot of schools closed because they could not maintain that update, could not afford the update that they needed to maintain these facilities for hospitals and clinical training. And upon those schools, 2 of the HBCU medical schools actually met the criteria to be able to maintain and, provide medical education at a good level, and that was Meharry and Howard. So shout out to Meharry. That is one of my alma maters. So yeah.
Now, real talk though, like in Nashville, we have a lot of history here. So much history and so much. We really got to take advantage and uphold what's going on here in Nashville, because I know so many doctors, like especially Drake Dudley.
Oh, shout out to Drake. That's my brother.
That's
he is engaged to my cousin.
For real?
Amanda.
Are you serious?
Carter. Yes.
Shit.
I thought y'all was talking about Champagne Poppy.
So I was like, Drake's a doctor. Let's go.
Dr. Dudley.
No.
And
Dr.
if you need a
Dr.
dentist
Dudley
in Nashville, he's at Smiles Up, right there beside Centennial. I mean, great. I recommend him.
Oh, no, definitely, Dr. Dudley is a solid brother. I mean, he is a great dude. Like, I promise you will not go wrong going with him. Seriously.
There was a quote that Drake posted the other day that really resonated with me.
You talking about wait, all right, go ahead.
I'm talking about Champagne Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
He said the reward for hard work
is more hard work.
I
saw that.
Nah, that's real though. That's real. You
that.
That's so real. Like,
You got too much dip on your chip.
you put in all this work to accomplish this goal. Once you reach that goal, you realize, oh yeah, so this is what I wanted. Now I gotta grind.
More.
Now I gotta
way more.
Because that means you will be.
It's way more.
Every time you're striving for something, it's more. Moore.
Look at you. Look at you.
Moore, baby.
Yeah.
It's not about. It's about always keeping yourself on your toes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have. If you had everything that you wanted in that moment, then your purpose here would be done, right? So you wouldn't have any other purpose. You could croak over and die because you've reached everything that you want to reach. If there's no ceilings that you're trying to shatter or no things that you're working towards, then what are you working for if you're not working towards something? So I think that no matter what it is, you should constantly be trying to work towards something, whether it's small or big or something. So no matter if it's hard work or not so hard work, it's always going to be something. So I agree with Drake. I mean, the goal for hard work is just more hard work.
Yeah.
Heavy is the crown who wears it.
Yeah.
Seriously. Me being in leadership in undergrad, being pole marker of the Alpha Theta chapter, and even just like thinking about where we are today with like Biden and blah blah blah. It's hard to be in leadership because like a lot of people expect so much from you, but you only have so many answers. And people who never been in leadership won't ever understand, but that's another conversation for another time. But we'll be right back with our next topic. All right, y'all, we back. We are going to talk about mental health and the holidays, especially this recent holiday during Christmas. Omicron, or Omarion, as y'all know it, has really taken the forefront when it comes to the holiday. So, I know a few people who did have COVID during the holidays. They had a quarantine, and when you think of Christmas, you think of being around your family. But imagine being the opposite, right? So, I got some people in the room. Would y'all mind sharing y'all experience as far as this past holiday when it came to?
I think it depends on your sign. Like Scorpios might not be okay with that.
Did anybody?
I'm a Leo.
If you're a Leo, you probably okay.
Leo. Okay, so Leo.
I was all right.
You a lion,
right? No. So you like roar, like you like fight
cool
it, like fought it off.
No, so I tested positive for COVID on December 23rd.
That's crazy.
The day before I was supposed to go home. And I didn't have mild symptoms. I had full blown 102-degree fever. Was like about to die.
Was it your first time?
It was my first time. For like multiple days, like body aches to where I couldn't sleep. It was really bad. And like for additional context, like my stepdad is immunocompromised. He had a double lung transplant like about a decade ago, and so like even before COVID, he was already kind of restricted because he's got like no antibodies like to fight anything, no kind of immune system. So like I had like been testing leading up to it, test positive on the 23rd, and then was really sick, and so I obviously couldn't go home. And had to do the full 10-day quarantine, which I was legitimately sick for 8 of the 10 days. Like people who got bored in quarantine, I'm like kind of jealous of them because I was not bored because I was sick the whole time. I was like I'm gonna sleep for 20 of 24 hours. Like this is awful sick.
That's how I was when because me and Garrison got COVID at the same time, and he was. I feel like he was.
Did
chilling.
you have it 2 times?
I only had it once.
When this time?
It was.
I had the alpha chapter.
It was. Yeah. Hey, shout to Founders Day. But
the alpha took me out.
Right.
I couldn't make it till
it was. What was that? It was like October of 2020.
Yeah. I was out like you said, 7 of them 10 days. I was in the room.
Yeah, it was bad.
But it's crazy because in like October, so Terry caught it first.
Not that it's just like speaking. This is a HIPAA violation. We can't be talking about this man's like diagnosis.
No, I mean it's true. I mean,
a public health crisis,
right? So like Terry texting a group chat. He said, "Yo, I tested positive." I said, "Fuck." I said, this shit hit home for the first time of the pandemic.
Garrison was in the disbelief that like people can get COVID for a long time.
Wow, he was a COVID denier.
Well, no.
He was like, who you know got COVID? Nobody.
So anyway, Terry tested positive and shit. I'm like, fuck, this shit is home. So, I had 2 weeks off of work, paid. Thank God.
That's the thing I'm the most pissed about is this shit happened when I was on winter break and I couldn't get that COVID paid leave.
Damn,
during
for real?
the school year. Yeah, because I was sick my entire winter break, so I didn't get that COVID leave. I'm pissed. I'm trying to get that shit again. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I need a new strain. No, we're not virtual. I need a new strain to come up because I'm about to get. I need to get that COVID pay.
So
let me. I'm not.
All right. So look. So Terry tested positive during the whole new COVID phase because that was before the vaccine and shit. So if you had a positive test in the household with us, you had to quarantine for 2 weeks. So I had to let HR know. I was chilling for 2 weeks paid. And shout out to Mariah for the wings.
I did. And then you repaid the favor. You also brought me some wings.
Yeah. So yeah, this past, what was that? It was like a couple weeks ago. I definitely repaid the favor. I got Mariah some wings from Emil Rose, and you know, Mariah, I ain't gonna lie, Mariah looked like shit when she came to the door. I was like, God damn, Mariah looked fucking terrible.
I've never seen you.
But I said, I've never seen you look like this before. But
because I was deathly ill, and you expected me to walk down them stairs. I was like, that's not happening. I need you to walk up these stairs.
But so yeah, Terry tested positive, and then when I came back, literally 2 days. When I came back that Thursday, I had a Chipotle burrito. I've been to that burrito. I couldn't taste shit. I said, "Oh, it's over with." So like I, had to go back out for 2 weeks. So literally, I had like a month off. And honestly, I already knew I had COVID because I lost my taste and smell. So I was just waiting on the test result, whatever. And of course, I was positive. But
back to the topic at hand, which is mental health.
Yeah.
Right.
So, my bad. I'm sorry.
I was like, we just went into your whole COVID story. That was.
But anyway,
the holiday that I missed was Halloween.
Okay. No.
But yeah, so fast forward was really like the holidays because so many people I knew during this Christmas holiday had COVID.
Yeah, and that
like
was
so many.
It.
Yeah,
and
so many.
I tested positive for this one, but then like last year. Again, like my stepdad's immunocompromised, so like I couldn't go home because like they have to take it really seriously at home. So like I didn't go home last year, and I couldn't go home this year because I tested positive. Like I had a hotel, like I wasn't even gonna stay with them. Like I had a hotel booked, all this stuff planned to like still kind of keep my distance because I can't socially distance because I teach.
What's your relationship with your stepfather?
With my stepdad?
Stepdad, yeah. I mean, father, dad, same thing.
Oh, I thought you said stepmother. I mean, it's fine. Like he treats my mom like a fucking queen, so like he's great. Like we're not like super close, but he's. I mean, I don't want him dead. Like, I'm not trying to give him COVID and kill him.
This kind of similar to like what we talk about off mic. It's.
But that's not the thing. It's like I couldn't see my mom. Like I couldn't see my grandparents. Like this is 2 years in a row. So like while like I actually normally dread going home, like I'm not like I don't go home a lot just in general.
Where is home for you?
Southern Indiana. So like I don't go home a lot just in general.
Which is the what?
Huh?
Is that the Midwest?
Yes.
Okay.
Illinois.
What?
I was just making sure.
Whole state.
It's the Midwest.
I was making sure because Mariah gave me a little grief about.
Because you said
us like getting snow down here. She was like, "This ain't shit."
Yeah,
I was like, "Girl,
Midwest.
you from Southern Indiana?"
It's just the Midwest. It's
Southern.
The Midwest.
I mean, but like something about Southern.
Anyway, so I'm from the Midwest, but no, which is only a few hours away from here. But it was like I think, like normally I dread going home, but it hit me on Christmas Day. I was like, I'm by myself. I'm sick. I've not seen my family. Like this is the second. Like it hit me hard. And that was like
Did you cry?
I did. I actually cried. Like on Christmas, it was a combination of like I feel really bad, like just physically.
Yeah.
And then mentally, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not with my family right now.
So really, this whole segment is about those who had to quarantine during the holidays because like that's fucking sad.
But the holidays are hard in general. Like the holidays.
Can we talk about like social media and the holidays?
Everybody posting they matching
pajamas and shit.
That shit cute.
First of all, I think that is a hoax.
I'm waiting on Bay. I'm waiting on Bay to buy
from 2021. I'm saying,
let's get some matching. You trying to get some matching pajamas?
Please,
let's do it.
Any woman in look.
Speak to the mic. Speak to the mic.
If you trying to take it there,
let's do a family matching.
If you trying to take it there,
period.
Let's do a podcast.
But we was talking about I was texting Garrison around Thanksgiving and I was talking about we had Friendsgiving the year prior because we were all here. Yeah, we was all here.
Yeah.
But we had a great ass time. Well, I know I did. I don't know if everybody.
Yeah, you was fucking drunk, but yeah.
We had. I feel like we had a good time. Like the food was busting.
Oh God, bro, we had catfish. We had turkey. Goddamn turkey. We had
brisket.
Oh my God.
Brisket $60.
Nah, but like we was having, bro. Like first of all, last year there was no shortage of shit. like truck
drivers was driving.
Right, exactly. There was no shortage, and we had a good ass man. When I tell you my plate for Thanksgiving, I had catfish, brisket, turkey, ham.
Then I went to my
greens,
so I went to
macaroni and cheese. Come on now.
my folks' house out in Gainesville. So I granted like all the older family members and stuff like that. And I feel like they taste buds ain't the same as it was about 10 years ago when I used to go home for the holidays. So I went home and had Thanksgiving, and it was kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
All right, so let me ask you this, cause all right, so guess what?
Whoa.
So Jeremiah.
Your mom gonna kill you.
Well, actually, everybody.
No, cause I told my mom, I said, look, this Christmas, I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't cook nothing.
You was cooking?
Cause yes, I said,
All right,
look,
so all right, well, all right, so let me.
Jeremiah is a great cook.
look.
So let me show this. What's the difference between Thanksgiving food and Christmas food?
It's the
I'll
same.
wait.
that's what
I'll
you
wait.
said.
I'll wait.
It's the same.
It's
It's the
about
same thing. It's-
I just ask people what they want to eat.
Turkey's the difference. What you
No,
mean?
no.
I need turkey
I had
both
turkey on
because I don't
Christmas.
eat
Exactly.
ham.
'Cause,
I
we
eat
have
turkey
pork.
both times.
I don't like turkey.
Christmas and Thanksgiving
You think it's
food
dry?
is the same thing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Get some moist
They
turkey.
don't know how to cook it.
You gotta have some gravy.
No, but I think
Good
like
morning.
I've had it cooked every kind of way. I
got
don't like
some
turkey.
gravy.
I just
Nah,
like
so
it.
look, I skip a step because I don't cook the turkey. I get it from honey baked ham. So you get like a honey baked turkey. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put all the listeners on.
That's
Look,
smart. That's smart.
$30. Go to honey baked ham. It's gonna be a line. Every holiday it's gonna be a line. Get you a roasted turkey from honey baked ham.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's the same thing
got
as
too
a
much
honey
dip on your
baked
chip.
ham, but it's turkey for people that don't eat
Hey,
swine.
yo.
But that shit is like moist, like a ham.
Hey, yo.
That shit is still moist.
Wait, you
Because
said moist?
nobody like dry turkey. Because
Hey,
like I said,
yo.
Thanksgiving, I was in there whole like,
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Okay. So we're talking about holidays and
Mental
mental health.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
Valentine's Day that's coming up. Mental health, social media. Let's talk about it.
Whoa, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Nah, we gonna talk about it.
look,
Look, they already got Valentine's Day shit out at the
All right.
stores.
definitely.
Damn.
It's Christmas.
Since,
It's
yes,
Christmas.
absolutely. I was like,
Okay,
damn.
okay,
It's
so-
over at
That's the
Christmas.
thing.
Okay, so like, what do y'all expect from Valentine's Day?
Nothing, 'cause I'm single.
Tell us.
Ooh.
Hey, yo.
Everybody,
No, tell us.
I'm finna grab you.
No.
I don't
Joe.
expect anything.
Joe.
I'm a single people, and then
I'm a single person. I'm not expecting anything.
Okay, well, let me
I
ask
know,
you
but I
this.
just want to hear about it. It'd be depressing looking on Instagram. I'd be in my bed and scrolling.
Let me ask you this. Do you have anyone who you're talking to?
I mean, everybody got people that they talking to.
Okay, but like, do you expect something from
I don't
the
expect
person
any.
you're talking to?
No, okay, so I don't expect anything from anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have anybody that I'm exclusively talking to.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
But
I hopefully, what's today?
it is January 8th.
I don't got much time.
Right.
I don't
So we got just over a month.
You know, so
I mean, technically you got a month, so I mean,
I'm not.
okay, ladies.
But I think so. Like, so hold on.
What about
So,
you, Garrison? We want to hear about
What you giving
What
for?
you giving?
For
I have a special woman in my life.
Okay.
I do.
So you gonna make it special?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Versus y'all talking about I don't know who, but I know who for me.
Oh.
that's good
No.
for you.
so I think
We
that
love
like
to see it.
but I think that the thread in all of this is like, with COVID, with everything that's happening, is like this feeling of being more alone than ever.
I
And so
agree.
like in the holidays, like Christmas, if you're not able to go home, like you're being separated from your family. If like then COVID obviously is still like fucking ramping up with Omicron or Omarion. And then like we get to Valentine's Day, and so like where you just felt alone and separated from your family, now you're like, oh well, now like my romantic life, like I'm single or whatever it is.
Right,
so,
and
like,
it's back to back.
Right. And so like you're just getting hit a lot with like that feeling of like you're alone. And even if like you're a confident person, like doesn't mind being single, which is like predominantly me.
Me too.
Like I've repped the single life on this pod for a couple years now. I've like, it still is like one of those things where like it's like damn, like I like it wasn't until like Christmas where I was like, it would be really nice to have a partner in this moment when I'm alone, for somebody to like be there for me and be like, let me help you out. And so like to have that feeling on Christmas, and like even though it was like because of the circumstances, that's gonna carry over probably. It's like Valentine's Day where I'm like, damn, like I would like to have a partner. Except for I fully expect everybody listening, feel free to slide into my DMs and send me some money, send me some presents.
Thankfully, however, after Valentine's Day, it's over. Like, there's no
Depending on when your birthday is.
When's your birthday, Joe?
May 2nd, 3 months after.
Okay, so you are a fucking Taurus.
I'm a Taurus, big bull. What does that mean?
I'm envious of anybody.
I am a goddamn Aries.
Any man that's good at like zodiacs.
Astrology.
Yeah, I'm envious of y'all.
What's your
When is your
sign,
birthday?
Jeremiah?
Yeah, when is your birthday?
I'm a Pisces. Look, but my rising
fishy.
is
late February or early March?
Early March.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like on the borderline of
know.
Aries.
March
18.
18th. Yeah.
Okay,
There we go.
Yeah. So my rising is I don't know none of that shit. I don't know.
No, but real talk though.
I'm a
I'm a
triple
Virgo,
Pisces.
in case anybody was wondering. I'm a Virgo.
Hey, people that's really into horoscopes, they be like,
Yeah,
what's your
I mean,
rising?
yeah.
What do you give
Yeah,
off?
I have the CoStar app, so I can like look all that up.
Okay.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, so just to end this conversation, I mean, honestly, it's been a lot to deal with, especially being alone, quarantining during the holidays, because holidays depend on your family circumstance. You might have people who you've lost during this time. I can only imagine if you were just alone. You know what I mean? Because that is a like a psychological fuck.
Yeah.
In a sense, you know, because holidays is notorious with family, right? And imagine being
Not notorious. It's not the right word.
my bad.
Synonymous.
Anonymous with being with family, but if you're having to force to be alone, it's kind of fucked up because that's not what it's supposed to be, you know.
And I think
That's how I was feeling that way on Thanksgiving, because where I'm living at now is just me. And then my mom and my sister flew to San Francisco to spend the holiday with my aunt. And so I was like, damn, I'm gonna be here on Thanksgiving by myself. That's more. I was like, I'm sufficient enough to be able to eat the way I want to eat and like enjoy myself. But I'm like, I'm here all by myself anyway, all day, every day. So I just decided to try to Florida.
Okay.
See my folks.
I think like this is the time that like where I'm really taking stock of my friendships though, where
Yeah.
I'm just like,
That's
because
that's hit me a lot.
yeah, where I'm like, I'm separated from my friend or from my family. So like this is the time like I really want to take stock of my relationships with my friends. But then I'm also like, I'm moving in 6 months, and it hit me like I'm really excited to leave Nashville. I'm excited for like my next journey.
I'm
And I
not
was like,
excited about you leaving Nashville. I'm not.
no, but it hit me the
Matter
other
of
day. I
fact,
was like,
you like better not leave Nashville.
but it hit me. I was like talking to a friend, and I got like really emotional because I was like, oh, I'm like leaving you. Like in 6 months, I will not be here with like you. Like this is gonna be really hard. And so like I think that as I'm like taking stock, I'm also aware of like, fuck, I need COVID to get its shit together, because I'm not trying to be isolated in a whole other state, but like fully isolated where I can't even connect with my friends. Like that's gonna suck.
That's actually something that hit me when I moved, and I thought back to something like Garrison said on one of the previous pods where he was like, when you think about somebody, just go in and call them, see how they doing or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
So,
because
That's
look,
real.
I'm telling you, look.
Don't call me, text me.
Hey, no,
Don't call me, text
real
me.
talk.
Either
Garrison
or.
be calling me, and I need him
No,
not to
real
do that
talk
shit.
though. Like on some real shit.
people to text me.
Calling means a lot.
It does.
Calling means a lot.
I
Text me.
appreciate people who call me. Like,
And this from Jayla, a future doctor.
I appreciate people who call me
text
because
us
I'm
and-
busy.
and
I
take
don't
care of
have
us.
time to text. I probably get so many texts, I look past them.
I had to text Jayla
So-
like multiple times to make sure she was coming to
and
this shit.
it's not even I didn't see you. I might have seen it and just forgot to respond. I seen it and I was studying. My phone was on D&D. My phone is on D&D at least 18 hours of a 24-hour day. Automatically. It's set up like that. So texting me, I might read it and be like, I'll get back to him, and never get back to him. Like, I appreciate phone conversations because for me, time is a virtue. So I appreciate us saying what we have to say, and then me moving on with the other stuff that I have to do.
Yeah.
Texting takes so much of my time to say so little. Like, I'm not really texting novels. So the stuff that I can say over the phone in 30 seconds, it would take me 10 minutes to say over a text. I'm not really into that. But that's because my time is it's very tight right now. And it's always been like that. I'd rather you pick up the phone and call me because it means more to me than sending me a text.
Yeah.
But, and also I want to piggyback off of friendships. She was saying that friendships mean a lot to her. And like, it's so crazy because I'm an only child. Me too. On the side that I grew up on. So, I never really been big on a lot of that. But I'm telling you, like, things happen for a reason. Like, I can say, like, okay, when I came to MTSU, like, I was kind of loner, but I had like a few people that were my friends, and those people are still my friends. Like, take Keith, Michaela, Malia, those like 3 or 4 people I still talk to. But all my friends know they're not gonna hear from me every day. They're not gonna hear from me every week. They probably will hear from me once a month. But it's just always been like that. Like, and then to go further, then I was like, fuck. I went to grad school, and I went to grad school, and I knew nobody. All my friends moved on. They went wherever, moved home, wherever, and I had to start all over again. And then I met Jeremiah, which is going to be my friend for the rest of my life. And then I met a few other people, but then I got to meet Harry. And that was probably the most hardest thing that I ever had to do. And COVID smacked at this time. So I was at TSU and like trying to get in my hair and all these things. And I met like Jodine and Ivy and Amber and people that I know I'll talk to for the rest of my life. So I just want to say that I had COVID too, and I depended on my friends a lot during this season. So I definitely felt that.
Definitely. And we'll be back with our last topic
after
actually our last
from
our last 2 topics, but we'll be right back. And
I'm gonna advertise my new pod.
Exactly.
It's a G-Spot podcast.
Yeah. we'll be
of Dr. Moore Life.
Exactly. We'll be right back. Peace. All right, we're back, and we're going to start with the new segment, which is the listener's choice. So as far as the question that I posted earlier in the week was, tell us something that was most challenging to you when you first started adulting. So to begin, from Antoinette, she has a podcast, Tales from a Freak from the Dungeon.
I heard.
You should check it out. But she said just being an actual adult. And to my response is, I mean, you know, everything that you deal with, you have to have the answer to. Because when we grow up as children, we have a parental that's in place that answer the questions. But yeah, like when it comes to being an adult, my answer is you have to have everything covered, whether it comes to insurance, bills being paid, auto pay, like all that shit. You have to answer that because it's on you. You know, it's not on your parents anymore. From Reggie Swan. Making benefit elections, whether it be like FSA or HSA.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask a question for those in here. Do y'all which election do y'all select when it comes to y'all health benefits?
This is really the content you think is most exciting for your listeners?
No, but like
my selection? This is it. This is the burning question that you think that they really are interested in right now?
I'm not going to hold you, no. But listen, that is, look, they may skip this part of the portion.
God damn, Mariah.
I'm going to tell you something. When I was selecting my insurance.
Because guess what? You didn't know. When you first started
selecting my insurance, I'm like, okay,
the fuck you mean? I called my mama and said
exactly. Okay. So would you
mistake on my part?
Exactly.
Because I did the same thing.
Exactly.
And then I done.
What did you call your mom and ask her about? I'll wait. Go ahead.
I called my mom, read the descriptions, and said, "What this mean?"
Okay, and like, and what?
For my dental, I have Delta Dental.
That's a good insurance.
I don't know. I think it's mid now that I think about it.
One thing I learned this past year, all dental insurance sucks.
It depends.
All dental insurance.
Because I used to work in
might be
insurance. I can tell you guys a little bit.
Okay. Here we go.
It depends on your
I want to
coverage.
switch my vision to VS. I heard VSP is like
Yes,
true.
that's the
VSP?
shit. That's the
VSP
shit.
is really
It's
good.
true.
Because I
That's
have
the
blue,
shit.
right now. I have Blue Cross
Blue Shield.
No. You want VSP.
Yeah,
you want
VSP.
VSP
So I heard-
provision
I
for
heard-
sure.
I heard I need
Because
Absolutely.
I got Blue Cross, but like we got VSP. Like
You
That's
got
how- that's
Blue
how my
Cross
mama's
for
is.
medical, probably, huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and VSP for yeah.
Yeah.
So I have Kaiser for my
Ooh, you have
Never
Kaiser?
heard of Kaiser.
You've got Kaiser?
Kaiser.
got
Kaiser's
I've only heard of the university. Kaiser.
Okay.
University.
Go ahead.
Kaiser's only in like certain states. I know it's
Yeah,
really
it's
big
in California. Yeah,
and
California
it's
is
really big in
huge.
Georgia.
Yeah, Cobra is
But-
huge too.
Kaiser is cool if you like going to. I don't know how to describe it, but so you don't have like a set doctor.
Pick the mic up.
You
a
can
little
be any it can be any doctor that works in the office. If that makes sense, but it's like a big office,
Like a co-op
But you
type
also
deal.
have like different like doctor, like you can go to any Kaiser in the Atlanta area. So that's the only cool part about it. But besides, and then the pharmacies in the hospital. I mean, in the doctor's office and all that stuff. So you don't have to go to Walgreens to pick up your prescriptions. You go across the hall to pick up your prescriptions, or to get your, if you need lab stuff, you do that all in the same office. So that's the only cool thing about Kaiser. But I think I want to go back to Blue Cross so I can select my, like,
Your PCP.
yeah, like I was cool with my little Mahari, you know what I'm saying? My little black, even though my doctor that I have at Kaiser is black, but I feel like everybody in Atlanta black, so I don't know. It's weird, but insurance is like that shit. That was difficult. That was a difficult option for me. I actually called Kayla for advice because she works for Aetna. I was like, hey, how should I select my insurance? She was like, get something with the I don't know what it's called, but the ones that like give you a certain balance that you need to spend before the interview.
that is HSA. Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's what I
I've been
got.
doing research, and pretty much like a healthcare savings plan, it's tax beneficial to where the company will contribute to it, and it's good for if you don't go to the doctor often. They contribute to it, and it is pretty much, tax efficient ways of paying for your medical expenses.
Because you'll have a certain amount that you need to spend.
Yes.
And they'll cover your, if I'm right, your pharmacy bills and stuff like if you need a prescription from, so let's say you get $1,200 a year, but you can deduct whatever
I
prescription
think it's like $2,600 a year.
It depends on the employer, but with the health savings account, it's the only account that you actually own. And also, you, like you said, taxes is the only one because the HRA and the FSA, you don't report on your taxes. You can actually report this one with your taxes, and with this one, it has a high deductible though. That's a con.
Yeah.
It has a high deductible,
yeah.
so if you aren't sickly, this will be the way to go because you won't have a lot of expenses. Now, for people who are immunocompromised or get sickly more often, then you wouldn't recommend that. You would recommend either HRA or FSA, which is a health reimbursement account, or
We have low deductible, but you have a
Yeah.
higher like monthly payment probably.
Yeah.
yeah. But you don't own the account. With the other two, your employer actually owns those accounts, and and then you don't report those on your taxes, and you don't invest money in them.
And also,
the HSA you invest money in, you
Yeah.
report on your taxes, and you and your employer can put money in, but it has a high deductible.
and also you can also use that later on in life if you don't ever. So let's say you're
Right,
healthy.
said this ain't gonna get the listens up right here.
Let's say
6.
Right. I mean, honestly, you know,
This is literally, I think, the first pod I've ever been on where we didn't talk about sex.
well, I mean, you know,
We did.
like, you know, think about
No,
Mariah.
we talked about all that shit off the pod.
But anyway, she doesn't like to talk about the important shit, but this is the purpose podcast. But anyway, with the healthcare savings
no,
account.
it's because I be handling my shit. Like,
Okay, but
It's
anyway.
because you have two health professionals that
Yeah,
can't really
but
talk about sex.
but to coincide with what was said, even if you don't use what was allocated towards it, you can use it later on in life, aside from your current employer. So, like, let's say you put money aside, you know, while you're working for X company, you can use this money in the future.
Right.
Also, from Jasmine Webb from Alabama, she said, managing money / impulse buying. Do y'all have any tips on that?
You got it, Garrison.
I support impulse buying. You should do it more frequently.
Never mind.
All right. So also from Amber Baldwin, she read from TSU. She's a Aristocrat. She said bill / work life balance, which is actually important because work life balance is important. So what I will say is don't ever go for the money because you'll never be unhappy. I mean, never go for the money because you will be unhappy if you go for the money instead of what you really want to go for. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I read a quote that said like money shows. I don't know what the real quote is because I feel like if you say a quote, then you really need to like quote it. But saying like money will show you like you're a true person. Like some people say like money is evil or stuff like that, and they like try to say it's demonic and stuff like that. But a lot of times, I think money shows the true person. Like once you get the amount of money you want, it really shows, like it really brings out your true identity.
I felt that, Jeremiah.
Also from Bianca, which is my line brother Julian. Shout out to Julian. Happy 30th. But that's my line brother. He said, his fiance responded to my tweet. She said, imposter syndrome.
I was just listening about that. I was just talking.
How many
listening to that.
How many of y'all have dealt with imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
All right, talk about it.
Man, getting into dental school, am I deserving? Like, is this seat for me? Like, my whole first semester, I was just like, am I really here? Like, which really like affected like my my work ethic, my academics, and also like I have a YouTube channel that did really well when I first started off. Like, it like skyrocketed at first, and then I just stopped creating content because I was just like, do I really deserve to be on YouTube? Like, do people really want to watch me? Like, I'm not the girl that people want to watch. So I stopped. Like, I was just like, it can't be me. Like, I stopped watching YouTube videos, period. I was just like, oh, this just makes me feel sick. And it's just like the imposter syndrome. Like, of course that's you. You did that off with the strength of your back. Like, those are ideas that came to you, like, you know. So I definitely dealt with it, and I'm still dealing with it till today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it's just a work in progress.
No, same. I'm like applying for like administrative roles and leadership roles in other schools, and like I've spent the last several years of my like teaching career in Nashville like padding my resume, making sure that like I have run the composition department chair at my high school for the last like 3+ years. I've been an instructional coach. I like led all of like the charter school networks in AP like in the AP scores for the test last year in my first, like I've done all of the things that I need to do. But as I'm like applying for this to like for a promotion and to step out of the classroom, I'm like, am I really ready? Am I prepared? And you are. And I've like spent all this time making sure that I was, but as I'm like trying to step into that role, it is like, I'm like, ooh, maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I need to stay doing this for another year. But that's not the way to think about it. Like I look at my resume and I'm like, damn, like I do a lot. Like I'm about to be an AP reader and I'm about to do all this other thing. And like,
You are really that girl. You're that
right.
girl.
I lead like a PD session for all of the teachers in my charter network for like across the nation. I'm like, I do this shit. I am ready, but also like it's hard sometimes. I'm like, no, maybe I'm not.
We're our toughest critics.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, so I'm extremely confident in myself, and I'm very confident in like the people that are surrounded by me, because I feel like my aura just gives off fucking confidence, and I don't know what it is, but so I'm just like,
because you be hanging out with goats and
so
cows all day.
I just feel like I don't think I've ever struggled with imposter syndrome, because I just have the utmost belief that whatever is like supposed to be for me is going to happen whenever it's supposed to happen. And I don't try to rush things. I try to live in the moment. It's been times I've been up. It's been times I've been down. And I just been like, I guess this is the season that I'm in right now. And I just have to trust that at the end of it, everything's going to happen how it's supposed to happen, because I know I'm not a lazy person. I'm not somebody, I've always worked hard for things. I've always seen what hard work gets you. So I've dealt with it a lot. I'm always like, God, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, bro, just if this is a sign, nigga, please knock me upside my head and let me know, because I'm hard headed. So, but through everything, like anything that I've prayed for and I worked for, like I've hit that goal.
It's always coming to fruition.
Yeah. So at that point, I've just stopped thinking so hard about stuff, and I've just learned to live in the moment and just trust the process of whatever is going on. So that's me personally. And I feel like everybody should do that. Just stop stressing out so much about what's going on and just trust the process. You have to work to get those goals that you want to do. Don't be lazy. You know what I'm saying? If you supposed to get up at this time, get up a little earlier. Do what you need to do when you're off, like whenever you have free time. Make sure you're in the best health that you can be. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure you're doing the things necessary to hit those goals you want to accomplish. And at the end of it, I think you'll be happy. I mean, I don't know, but I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 30 in a couple months.
30.
You old.
30.
Fuck, boy.
Oh, you old.
What?
Oh.
Hey, everybody that's like under 30, that shit gonna come faster than you think, man. I don't even remember.
I'm already
Whoa.
knocking it.
Hey, yo!
That shit will hit you upside your head, and you like, dang, next
You got too much dip on your chip.
What?
I don't even
Yeah.
remember
Nah,
when
but
I was
no.
25.
Facts.
Nah, real talk though, but it's facts. And matter of fact, since we're here, we're gonna hit on our last topic, man.
Good segue.
Let's talk about living alone, man, because living alone ain't what it's cracked up to be.
Lies. All lies.
All right, Jeremiah, speak on it, because
Debatable.
False.
All right, so
here we go.
I'm here to debate anybody that says like
Bro, living alone is not what it's
living
cracked up.
alone.
Let's go. Been doing this since
the way
college.
to move.
Let's
It's
go.
not.
Been
It's
doing
not.
it since college.
Okay,
Love it.
so
Really?
this
Love it.
this
Yeah.
Really?
This is where I debate this topic.
Exactly, because I like debating.
What is most people's ultimate goal? No one wants to rent.
That's not true. I don't ever want to own property.
Okay,
Why?
well,
Wait. Why?
It's no
Because
argument.
I like being able to call somebody to fix something and know that it's going to be
That's-
cost included. Like, I don't want to have to be
Okay,
responsible for my own maintenance or my own lawn.
You know what?
I don't want that.
You know what? I will defend your statement by saying that everyone is not meant to be a homeowner, and also, you know, people rent for a reason, which is for that reason. It's like, yo, this shit ain't working. Fix this shit.
Yeah, I don't
And
like.
when I'm ready to move and go to something that's a little bit more,
Yeah.
I'm aware that my rent is more than a mortgage.
Wait,
Like,
let's really talk about living alone, loneliness.
There we go. That's
Living
right.
alone, loneliness.
Yes. Okay,
I
there we
had
go.
a roommate.
There we go.
You know, before I lived alone, this was when I first moved out to Nashville. It was my first time living alone, and I moved in with a roommate, somebody I known from back home. You know, it was cool, but like living with somebody else, I was just like, that's just not the move. You want your privacy, you want your living room space by yourself. You want to bring whoever you want over. So now I live alone. I love living alone.
Same.
But
Yes.
I am also lonely at times. Mm-hmm. You know, there's this it's lonely moments, you know what I'm saying? But I do love my own space.
I think the own space thing is cool. My only grievance of like living alone and stuff like that is like saving. Like you save a lot of money staying with somebody. And if you're able to coexist and still have enough space for you to do the things that you want to do, and whoever's living with you, because so I stay in a 2-bedroom right now, and I'm thinking about renting out my 2nd bedroom to somebody just so I can save like 6, 5, whatever I
Bet I'm about to move. I'm gonna come rent out your 2nd bedroom. I'm about to move.
What I'm saying, like I can
Byron.
charge however much someone's willing to spend on that 2nd bedroom on whatever, and save an extra whatever that is.
So let me ask you why you got a 2-bedroom if it's just one of you. Why'd you get a 2-bedroom?
It was the only thing available at the time.
Okay. Fair enough. But I can say that I grew up living alone, and then I come to college, and I had at least one roommate all the way through until I went to my 2nd graduate school, and then I lived alone.
Where'd you go to school at?
Which time?
The first time, undergrad.
MTSU.
So
and then 2nd time, TSU.
Okay, so you had
and
one
then 3rd
roommate?
time, Meharry. Huh?
You only had one roommate at MTSU?
My first year, I had 3 roommates. I never stayed in a dorm. I've always stayed in apartments. I never experienced dorm life. I grew up as only child, so I knew me waking up to somebody else's face would never be the move for me.
Man, looking back on them Watson and Boyd days.
I mean, but it was definitely humbling,
I think it might be. I still have roommates. We stayed in apartments, but we stayed in like quads, and so it was different. And then from that point on, I at least had one roommate at a time. Had my own bedroom though. I've always had my own bedroom, and even transitioning from having one roommate, which was my last living situation, to the last 2 years been living by myself. I love living alone, but to piggyback off of what Jodine said, sometimes it is lonely moments. I can't say that all the time. You're not wishing like, gosh, I wish somebody was there with me, but in the same time, I know that I'm the type of person that needs a little space.
Let me ask you this: for everybody in the room. Tell me about your size bed growing up.
The twin still in my mama's house.
Yeah.
I always had a day bed, and then from there I had
what size was that?
It's a futon or no?
No,
a full.
It's a day bed. It's a full bed. I've always had a full.
Okay, so
bed.
you had a full up until
I came to college,
So
and then I had
XL?
and then when we got to college, what is the smaller beds?
The twin XL.
Yeah, twin
XL. When I got to college, my freshman year at MTSU, and then from there, I was living in apartments, so
What
it
y'all
was
was doing
either
at
full or
Vandy?
queen.
All right. So,
Because y'all pay $100,000 in rent every year.
And let me just
I was
gonna tell you,
kinda
it was
what was your bed size growing up?
I was spoiled. My mama gave me a queen bed.
Ooh.
My daddy built me my own room. He put me back to the house. Okay?
Wait. So like queen when?
Okay, so at first I lived at apartments. So
When did you have a queen? Like what like grade level?
pretty young. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, no. Okay.
Oh.
So listen. So okay, I lived in apartments at first. My parents came. They got together. They had their kids. They lived in apartments.
Yeah.
Then my daddy, they got the house or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was staying. It was a 2-1, right?
Yeah.
And
why?
then-
Stop.
It was a 2-1. Yeah, thank you. Like a 2-bedroom, one
You got
house.
too much dip on your chip.
I'm gonna break
one
the
one
figure.
bed, one bath, two one bath. Okay.
Hey, yo!
And then I don't remember. It was sometime in elementary school. My dad was like, "She can't stay with her brothers. She has to push back the house. He has to push back the house," and that's what he did.
Okay,
he made my own bedroom.
Okay, so like when was this?
Maybe like 3rd grade.
Hey, yo!
Third grade.
Okay. So third.
Shout out to Smith.
Hey, yo!
So like third, you had your own bed,
Yeah.
like full.
Yes.
So like full size bed at third.
A queen size
Okay.
bed at 3rd grade.
All right, next. Next.
We had me and my sister shared a bunk bed. I don't know how.
Shout out to the bunk beds, man.
Yeah, we had a bunk bed. I don't know what age we stopped doing that, but then it was a certain age that everybody, or my mom was like, "All right,
Whoa,
y'all need
whoa,
your own
whoa,
room."
now.
So my
You got
sister
too much
moved
dip on
to
your
her
chip.
room. I had my own room. I still got a twin in my mama's house to this day. I slept on that mud last night, but
Hey, yo!
the 20.
The 20.
And it's soft, but I'm 6'1", so my feet
Now
hang
you
off.
got too much dip on your
You
chip.
hear that, ladies? He's 6'1". He's 6'1", ladies,
Yeah, that brother's starving.
and he's single. He's 6'1" and single, ladies.
Dark
And
skin.
chocolate.
Dark
You got too
skin.
much dip on your chip.
You feel me?
Are you single?
It's hell.
Okay.
If y'all trying to come out to Warner
Got too
Robins,
much-
Georgia,
Got
I
too much
will
dip
marry
on your
you.
chip.
Oh, and I get a whole second
You got
bedroom
too
to
much dip on
myself.
your
And I got a second.
Let's-
It ain't shit in that room. I
That's
ain't
crazy.
gonna lie.
I'm gonna bring my own shit. Don't worry.
Hey.
Swear
Alright,
to
go
God.
ahead.
Have you been recording?
Yes.
A little bit.
So like, what bed did you sleep on?
Jeremiah.
No, Mariah.
I mean, I had a
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
twin
now. You got too
for
much
like
dip on your
all
chip.
of like my elementary and middle school years. I think I got.
Go ahead.
Mariah can't even speak without a sound.
Go ahead.
Whoa,
I feel like my
You
mom's
got too much
selfish
dip
though,
on your
because I
chip.
feel like she's sleeping on the California King, and then she got me on the 20, and then be trying to figure out why I don't be trying to come to the house
Exactly.
because I can drive an hour,
A couple
south
minutes.
to go to my own house, sleep on my queen.
Because you are forever her little son. I mean, just being
That's a
real.
fact.
I mean, just be real. Like you are always going to hear little son, no matter
I
what.
don't mean his big ass need to be on the twin size bed.
How about you sleeping there?
All right. Anyway, we're going to close with our last topic.
I thought this was the last. You've said last topic for the last two topics.
Hey, if we still recording, look. If you ever been to
Oh shit! Damn, it is. Fuck.
Where are we? What we
Yeah.
doing?
I mean, yeah. All right. So anyway,
So for the first time, like I've drove to Nashville, like from Atlanta, more times than I can think of. So there's this gas station. It's really
Is that the,
popular in Texas?
Alabama, Georgia, Georgia border.
Kinda. It's in Calhoun, Georgia. But
I know exactly what
so Bucky's gas station. Like
So
if you
first of all,
if
I
you in
don't-
Texas, like it's like
I don't ever stop at gas station when I go to Atlanta.
I don't either. But
so-
this
so
someone told me, it was like,
Yeah.
have you ever been to Bucky's? And I was like, no, what is that? It's like it's a gas station on the way, like it's like in between Nashville and Atlanta. Like, why would I stop at a gas station? I fill up before I go, hit the QT before I go. But so it's like if Walmart and QT had a baby, that hoe would be Bucky's, bro. Bro, they got like t-shirts. It's like beaver themed. They got like a brisket sandwich in there that's like fire, and they make the brisket, and it's like popping in there.
Matter of fact, I think my auntie Nita told me about
Is popping in there.
this gas station, and I was like, whatever, because I don't make stops.
I'm not making any
Bruh.
stop in between
The next
Nashville
time,
and
the next
Atlanta.
time,
Come on,
no, I know most
I don't
people
even
don't
want to-
stop. 'Cause it's
nothing.
only a
4-hour drive.
4
It's
hour
not
drive.
even about that. You know what's in between Nashville and Atlanta.
What?
Them racist motherfuckers.
Hello?
They don't be worried. Listen, the next time you drive from Atlanta to Nashville or vice versa, stop at Bucky's gas station.
They go.
in Calhoun,
Hey, guess
Georgia.
what? They gon' hit you with the hard R.
Get you a brisket sandwich. That shit's
Was
you'll
it smack?
never go to Arby's again.
Really?
We weren't going to Arby's anyway.
Nah,
Sorry
but
for all
like,
those
honestly
Arby's
though,
listeners.
for those listening,
That's where I got this water from.
I have like a heavy population that support Arby's. So,
Whole ass like
Exactly.
but anywho, any last words before we wrap up?
bougie.
Go ahead, Jayla. Speak. Speak. Go ahead, Jayla. Speak.
I have nothing
More
to
life.
say. I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad you invited me.
Thanks for being here, and don't forget me once you become a MD.
I won't.
Thank you.
I was a +1. I was just glad to be here. Thank you for the tequila. It was a good time.
Hey, no problem. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Any where we can follow on social media?
Me? Oh.
This is it.
At Simply JoJo BBY. At Simply JoJo BBY.
BBY. Okay.
Big black women.
Where's the
Why? Yeah.
Why?
It's not a W.
Not a
Oh, is it?
Why?
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 Jeez Louise, baby.
All right,
Lay
Jerry.
off
Blame
those
it.
boys.
Blame it on the goddamn.
Blame it on the goose.
It's
Got
okay.
me feeling loose. Goddamn.
Blame it on the
All right, Jeremiah, where can we find you at?
Y'all can email me at
Email.
Facts.
Fat email at jsump@usda.gov.
USDA.gov.
Screaming.
Say nah. Man, y'all know where to find me, man. Listen. I do want to appreciate Garrison for this podcast.
Yes,
Like,
most definitely.
listen, Mariah, don't look at me like that. Look, when you I listen to this podcast like every week when he posts, because sometimes I think you've been off a few weeks.
So actually,
Normally he been on it, but I feel like he been slacking a little.
well, so actually, this
December and January.
So like, this is the first time I've actually taken a break from a podcast in like 2 years.
Yeah, because you on episode 10.
I'm actually episode 130. But
Can I speak my piece
Yes,
on that?
go
Yeah.
please, Jeremiah.
Yes, to keep y'all from
We're supposed to be
going back and
ending
forth,
and
'cause
wrapping this
right,
pod up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Let me wrap
Okay,
this up.
Jeremiah has the floor.
So when I lived here, I didn't listen to every episode. Now I'm like a regular listener, but
appreciate it, Jeremiah.
I think it's more so because like the people that's in the room, I feel like I'm there and having the conversation with them. So
Yeah,
that's my thing with it, but I didn't value that until those people weren't as accessible.
I will also say, but the kind of pods I listen to are not this kind of pod.
Yeah,
I will also say that, like, this is not the kind of podcast I listen to.
What's your kind of pod?
I listen to like entertainment and celebrity pod. Like
what? Give me an example. 'Cause
Keep It. I listen to The Read. I listen to like. I'm giving y'all You're wanting me to shout out other podcasts. Is what's happening on this pod. Like, I'm listening to like. I listen to like Keep It. I listen to The Read.
Do you listen to what's that? Maddie and Okay, never mind.
See the thing is?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, no, but like,
Also, you have way too many sound effects that you be using in your pod. It's evidence in this one.
well, nah, but like,
And to shy away from that, just quick intermission. I forgot to tell you guys to follow me at Dr. Dr. _ more life. MOORE life LIFE. Thank you all for tuning in to Garrison's podcast.
thank you.
The G-Talk, it's been real. We have had some real conversations, some that needed to be had, some that were very entertaining and were fun to have. It's good for all of us to be in the same room. Little tequila, little vibes. It's so cold in here, my toes are froze because Garrison doesn't want to get on the heat. But, yeah, so make sure you guys tune in for the next next Saturday. Make sure you guys tune in for all of them. They don't drop on Saturdays. They actually drop on Wednesdays. But make sure you guys actually subscribe to the G Talk. It'll be stuff here every week. He'll be having content every week that is both entertaining and both knowledgeable. And we appreciate all the listeners for coming in today. And I'm signing out.
Yeah. So this long story short, I mean,
She just logged off. Log off. Just like log
thank you for listening. We out. Check out this Wednesday. We out.
Bing bong.
Peace. Wait, what is it?
Hey, yo!
All right, we out. Peace.
Gotta be a special type nigga to deal with my life. Gotta be a special type nigga to feel what I write. Special like my classics. Special like my listeners who have attachments to my old style. Won't let me pass it. Special.